Hello, and it is Brick on Brick here. Well, my name's Robert, but obviously the name of the YouTube channel is Brick on Brick. So first time I've actually done some voiceover here, so you'll have to bear with me. But now I'm 56, 58 videos in. I thought it was about time you heard the voice behind the hands. So what we got is a bit of an extra one today because, please ignore the remnants of the Millenium Falcon and the figures from the Millenium Falcon because you'll see in one of my other shots when we moved home, yeah, there's a bit of an issue. But that's being resolved and I'll give an update on that shortly. But today, if you had watched the unboxing of this very set, you'll have noticed my hand was over something. Well, I'm pretty sure some of you would have guessed it was in fact a lighting set. So we're going to light this up today and go from there. So fingers crossed this works. And obviously, depending on how things go, there may be more of these because I've actually got two more from Game of Bricks to build and light up. One's a massive set, and if you want to see that, then I might put that up in the new year, but it's too big to do before Christmas. So let's get rid of the box, and there's discounts and stuff. Anyhow, we'll get rid of that because I've got the instructions already, and we're given a nice bag to light this up. By the way, all to the new subscribers, because the channel's very new at this stage, I'd just like to thank you very much for taking the time to subscribe and like. It really is appreciated. It's keeping me motivated, so thank you for that. Let's get rid of that bag. What you don't see in my videos because it's going so fast is every bag I open I just do that to it. But anyhow, there we go. So what we got here is bag 2, bag 1, and the power cable plus looks like the connectors to me in this. I've got to try and keep this in focus because obviously I'm trying not to look through this through the screen. But we'll see where we go. There we go. That's another bag of the way, and that's the battery box, which hasn't got any batteries in it. But I'm hopefully going to use this USB shortly to power it up. So, got some bits and pieces. So the first thing we're going to start off with, I believe, and by the way, this is my first time ever lighting up a Lego model. So disaster will ensure, I'm sure. But let's see what we can do about that. Right, so bag 1 emptied already. Lots of stuff, as you can see. So from what I'm looking at the instructions, and occasionally my voice may go quiet because I'm looking to my left. Yes, left. Had to think about that there. Is that this is for the door openings and also the Christmas tree and the lights. So this should be interesting. So let's unravel it a bit. So we go like that. There we go. So yes, we've got two. Well, that's a downward lamp, which is that one. Another downward lamp there, and I believe inside these they've got lamps as well. So there you go. So just to reiterate, in case that wasn't caught, you got light in there, etc. So let's start as we mean to go on, shall we? So we'll swivel this right round so we get to see the back of the model. And I'm going to actually, let's take this off for now because it has to come off at a later date, I believe. You wouldn't think I'd already read the instructions, but I haven't. I've only flicked because when I printed them off, I was interested. So that one comes off there, and we'll pull that off there. Come on, come on. There we go. That's good. Right. Okay. So we need to take this bit off. I'm demolishing a model I've only just built. Ironic, isn't it? So there we go. Put that down there, and that is page 1 of the instructions. So onto the next page. So what we want to start with, if it gets me big hands out of the way, is this one. So we're going to peel this one back. Let's see what we can. It's because it's got sticky on it. So off you come. Oh, you know you need fingernails for this, and the one thing I don't have is fingernails. And there you go. So there we go, and we're going to stick that in. Which way do you want to stick in that way? Doesn't really matter, I suppose. Actually, I think I prefer it to be stuck in the back way. Yep, that goes on that way. So therefore, place that one in the middle. Of course, the irony here is this being my very first one is what happens if it doesn't work. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So that's, I've done it exactly as the instructions said. Look at that. By default. By default? Oh, I've done it the wrong way around. Good start. So there we go. Right, it's in. Right, so that's good. And then what they're saying in the instructions, so I'm going to pull that one apart. whip it round. Now, why Game of Bricks? It's because it's Game of Bricks for the lighting, when there are a few others out there. It's because I found it from doing my research and watching many other YouTubers that do Lego as well, that this is the middle of the road price-wise. Again, if you have a different opinion on that, that looks like that bit's been done. So we'll put this back on. I can see where the blue light's going to go, can you? I don't even have to look at the instructions, but I've got a feeling the blue light's going to go behind this. So let's give that a try. Pop that off, and I'm gonna, I can see what we've got to do. See, always read the instructions. You've got to take this one off as well, so I'll put that down there. Put that off. Put that in the back of that one. Makes sense really, doesn't it? Put that in the back of that one. He says a couple of times. It'll work if I keep saying it rather than actually doing it. So that goes in like that. And I'm just looking at how to drag the cables down so they're not visible. Or as visibleless. If that's not a word, is it? No, visibleless isn't a word. But let's do it like that. That looks about right. Except they should go over both, so maybe I'll just pull the cable a bit tight. As I say, first time for everything. First time I've done a talkie video. Well, it's not technically. I had done gaming videos before, so if anybody remembers when anybody looks at that, that was a long time ago before I went and did a degree. But anyhow, we are there or thereabouts, so that goes like that. That's going to be a bit sneaky, isn't it? Let's get you to do that. Good. Right. Okay, so we're getting there. But yes, first time was brick on brick talking. So I was a bit nervous about doing a talking one because all my videos, as you will note, is speed builds, because I felt there was a bit of a need there for a bit of speed builds, because there's plenty of good channels out there which I'm sure we all consume and are entertained by. So this comes along to here, and then what I'm going to do to make it work is keep some tension on, because what they're telling me to do is take it up the middle of that, but I'm trying to get it hooked over this nobula. Come on. There we go. There we go. I'm going to put this, it's not going to play ball, is it? Right, so generally I've kind of got it there. And there we are. It's kind of good enough though, that's the point. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, so it's tidy enough, I think. What do you think? Tidy enough? I mean, let's see what it looks like from the front. See, that's the side that you're going to see, isn't it? I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest, that's the side you're going to see. As he destroys it completely and utterly. Well done. Let's put that back on. There we go. And put that back. Although this is going to come off in a second anyway, I think. So let's do that. I mean, that's just a nudge. Just one point holding it. But as you can see, the cables are all hidden away, which is good. Right, let's go back around here after destroying the place. So next is where this one goes. And I think this one goes in here, if I'm reading the instructions right. So let's pull this off. Pull them up and over, I would think, because again we want them tucked away from the main view. And then which side does it go in? It's not clear, if I'm honest, but let's put them in the middle there. There we go. And we'll wing it. So it's in the middle at the back, and then we'll put that down. He says fiddly things, aren't they? Especially when you get meat cleavers like these. Right, and then we'll put it through there is probably the right thing to do. Right, there you go. Put that back on somewhere, I'll check it in a minute. So we're now at that point where we've got it through, and again you can probably tell where this cable's now going to go, but I'm going to take this bit off because we're probably going to hide it later. And then what we do is we do something here. What do? We take this and we put it in the back of this. So that comes off. Make sure I've got this the right way around, which is that way around. So that goes on like so. Bring the cable back round like so. And then we'll put that back on. And we'll put that in place. Like so. And then I think we'll be able to put that cover, this cover back on there to deal with it. But I've got a feeling we'll need that cover off for something else. So far, so good. We're not going to test it, because why test it until we're done? Right, so lo and behold, the instructions are now caught up with the instructions, and they're telling me take that off and log it behind there. But we'll keep it off for the moment because we've got another cable to deal with yet, I think. And do we need to? Just give me a second. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Anyway, we'll leave it off for the moment. We know where it goes. So the next one, back to. This is an interesting one because try and get it back in the shot for you guys. Let's open it up. It's not going to do it. That's strange. Yeah, there you are. Found it. He says, there we go. Well sealed, you got to say. Well sealed, aren't they? There we go. So here it comes. And we'll unwrap it. There we go. Okay, so what have we got here? These are the downlights, aren't they? So these are the downlights that go on to this little thing. So, yeah. So what we're going to start doing is taking these off, and I'm going to try and keep them in order so they look like they do in the model itself. There we go. Okay. I know those, they're out of shot for you, but Joe, if you want that, I'll bring them in shot for you. It's just that working straightly above them. You missed a bit. Yeah, there you go. Okay, right. We're all happy. Okay. The more I do these, if you're happy to support, hopefully the better I get. But there we go. Alright, and you go across there. So do you run the full length? You do. How cool is that? Right, so we're in a position now where I can start to reattach with these held in place. So we're going to do it a little bit like this. So I'll grab the first green one and reattach it. Is that how it is? That's how it is. And then we're going to work our way back the way that we came. There we go. And another one. And another green one. I'm looking forward to seeing this because I've not, as I say, never had one of these before. And I'm hopefully now putting these, because when I moved them forward so that they were in shot, I might have misidentified what was where. Oh, and look, you gotta love this, haven't you? You just gotta love it. Where's that red one come from? Right, so we'll go backwards instead of going forwards. Disaster. Da, da, da. Things go wrong. I did say it wouldn't go 100% smoothly because nothing ever does. I mean, I think in one of my videos, well, in fact, I'm quite honest. If I make a mistake in my speedies, I stop or flag up that I've made a mistake, and then do it again because I've gone too fast reading the instructions because I'm so keen and eager to get on with the build that yeah, push through. That's it. Yeah, because they're not quite getting on as tight as they were before, so that's probably a concern that these might affect them. Ah, it's proving its point well, isn't it? But you're all having a good giggle at my expense, which is fine, absolutely fine. Because do you know I'd be doing the same? No, I wouldn't. But yeah, there we go. Right, so we're climbing back through, and then I'm going to find out I've got these on the wrong end. But what I will do is I'll sort that out. Right, on time, you get the idea. And there's no point in going back over forwards, back and forwards, doing the same thing again and again, because that's not going to interest me, and I'm absolutely sure it's not going to interest you. Oh, you got to love it. And now, fine, I've got the rotation wrong, and they're all facing the wrong way. You know, call me a cynic. You know, call me a cynic. There you go. Right, so we've got there. Kind of. And we're going to just reattach the ones that have fallen because that's fair enough. You go on there. Oh, there you go. There you go. So this all needs to be rotated, and then you know which way that's going to go. Yeah. Yeah. It's all going to go wrong. It's all going to go. We're getting there. No, the red one was at the end, I'm sure of that. I'll bet you somebody's going, no, actually, it was there. But let's turn these around and see what we get. See, this is the thing, because we're bringing in a foreign element, it is pushing them out. So that's it. And no, I do not glue my Legos. I am a purist on that point. I mean, it's, you know, if you were doing a massive outdoor model that people were going to be playing with, then yeah, I kind of get the idea of gluing it because you want it to last a long time. But in this instance, no. And I'm getting the lights, I think. I'm hitting the light on that one. So let's try it again. And we've got one down underneath here. And we're nearly there. It's taking a bit though. Bit of effort. Oh, and again, destroy the table. And no, put the turkey back on. And hello, Ray. Get back on now. That's good. And we've got everything. Right, okay, so now. And breathe. We're going to feed. I think what I'll do is I'll work that down like so. And that in like so. And this one, this is going to be fun, isn't it? You can just tell straight off the bat this is going to be fun to reinstate this. And I'm going to find I've probably reinstated it upside down. Yep, you're not going to want to pull all the way. So let's see if I can keep some pressure on you. There we go, multiple fingers. Don't start sliding away from me. There we go. Right, I'm going to just get it in. Come on. It's so close, so close. The tree's going for... There we go. Right. I think we can cope with that. What do you think? There you go. Right, we've got two cables. And this little bit is where everything gets connected to. And I'm going to work out how this works, because I don't know why I up wrong. Not that it'll go boom or anything like that, but I don't want to wire it up wrong. So I believe that this one, if I'm reading this right, is the one for the power connector, and the other two are for the lights. Let's see what we got here. We've got a little dotty one. Yep. So let's put these in here. If I've got this right, of course. I like little Cat 6 connectors, aren't they? So, you're going, oh, ha! Goes round that way. Oh, okay. You live and learn, don't you? As I say, doing this with you because I thought it would be something fun to do together. He said as he's trying to see how this lot connects together. Don't think you can see it because I can't. Once I've done it once, I'll know exactly what I'm doing, which is fine because, as I say, I've got a couple more of these to do. So I'm learning a lot here with your good self. Wow, so small. It seems to have two connectors up the top, so I'm thinking that these go in like, like short. There's one out. Good. So these, it's got two little brass copper, any metal connectors that go in like so. And then I'll just pull everything apart because that's what I do. Because I'm, see which way you got. It'll be looped around itself a bit. We're getting there. Hey, you got a cable out. And then this is the moment. Well, it is once I plug it in, but it's at the moment it's not quite a dun. There we go. Right, so we're all connected in, and let's see if this works or not. Aha! Look at that. Oh, what? I didn't know it did that. Look at that. Right, let's get you down so you can have a look. Oh, fingers on the way. Let's not give you that, but look at that. Oh, I'm impressed with that. Let me just get you some. Oh, except for the cables being dragged across by yours truly, whilst he tries to get a better shot of you for you. There you go. Can you guys see that? Okay. I mean, it's not live, so you're gonna like go, well, yeah, no, indifferent, but I'm trying not to break things. There we go. You're still gonna sink on there, aren't you? There we go. Okay. Right. Happy with that, except for these cables, but my R2D2 device isn't wanting to play games, which is what I'm feeding it from at the moment. Although I do have an extender. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just grab the extender, or release the cables, and I'll be back. So you mean nothing to you, but I'm going to run off and do something. Back in a sec. Right, I'm back, and as you can see, I've got the tree back on. But not only that, I have got my multi-socket adapter, which I also bought from Game of Bricks to power up. What I'm hoping to have is the other models. Now, I don't know about you. I know there's some cables there I've got to do a bit more tidying up on, but I will do so in my own, you know, just take it very slowly and carefully, but it's probably a bit too much time with yourselves or your busy lives. The good thing, interesting thing about this is that this piece here, get it in there. This connector now will stick into there, but I'll take the lightsabers out and do that from there. Now, quite interested to hear your feedback about this video, whether you like it, format, etc. Because if you like it, I'll make more of them. If you can stomach my dulcet tones, I will also quite happily make some with my voice in it and make some more long versions of it. I've got a couple of big ones coming up. In the new year, you'll see any of the boxes you see behind me, by the way, are not built. Behind this over there are not built yet, and I'm looking to make them as well. But I do have the Haunted House, which is a quick series that you'll have seen. I now have the set. Put it there. The set for lighting that up, and if you'd like to see that, please do like, comment, and etc. in the comments, because it'll give me an idea of what to do. Because it's Christmas at the time that this video goes out, you know, in about 10 years' time, nobody will know when. But as it's out at Christmas at the moment, I've got a lot of Christmas stuff. I'm making Christmas videos at the moment, and trust me, it's not all Star Wars. I've got some ideas stuff. I've got Marvel stuff, and I've got you know, buildings to make. Architectural buildings and stuff. Plus, also, it's not going to be brand new stuff. Some of it's going to be second hand, so there'll be disasters, I'm sure, when I buy a second hand model and we need to do something. But I'll share all that with you if you're happy. But if you like this content, if you like to see the lights going into buildings, etc., do let me know, and I'll quite happily make some more. Otherwise, I might just stick to my shorts format. But just again, to the subscribers that I've now got, thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. And we'll no doubt speak again soon. Okay, all the best.